This week in, this week in. Our look at some of the fanatics, fools, morons, and miscreants who caught our attention this week. First up, this week in 19 hypocrisies and counting. The fallout from the Josh Duggar child molestation scandal continued to spread, with examples of hypocritical behavior piling up faster than home pregnancy tests in Michelle Duggar's trash can. Leading the hypocrisy parade is Duggar family patriarch Jim Bob Duggar. Yes, who upon learning that his then 14-year-old son had molested one of his young sisters, decided to do absolutely nothing about it. Yeah, why? Maybe it was because he was in the midst of running for the United States Senate and had argued on his campaign website that incest should be punishable by death. Wow. Whoops. Yeah. I mean, when Josh Duggar decides to rebel against his dad, he really goes for it. Yeah. Even when he learned that his son had continued to molest his sisters, Jim Bob chose to deal with the problem by sending his son to a treatment program that turned out to be nothing more than working at the home remodeling business run by a family friend. By the way, there's a lot of rumors around this story, but we can put to rest one. There's no truth to the rumor that TLC was looking to do a spin-off home makeover series starring Josh. Yeah. You tune into that, right? But the Duggars' steaming pile of hypocrisy doesn't end there. Last year, Jim Bob abruptly withdrew his endorsement of a candidate in Arkansas when he learned that the guy had once been, kids, cover your ears, the lawyer for a lingerie store. Yeah. So while Josh's secret was forgivable, apparently Victoria's secret wasn't. Now, Jim Bob's wife, Michelle, served up a similar double standard in 2014 when she recorded a robocall urging people to protest the bill that would let transgender people use whichever bathroom they felt more comfortable in. Michelle immediately played the child predator card.
I don't believe the citizens of Fayetteville would want males with past child predator convictions that claim they are female to have a legal right to enter private areas reserved for women and girls. We should never place the preference of an adult over the safety and innocence of a child.
So think about the chutzpah it takes to sound the alarm about imagined transgender child predators 12 years after covering up for an actual child predator in your own family. But the Duggar clan is not the only group with a Duggar problem. It seems that almost every Republican presidential candidate has spent time cozying up to now admitted child molester Josh Duggar, who, until the scandal broke, had been the head lobbyist for the Family Research Council. That's a conservative Christian group that has been at the forefront of the fight against gay rights, against abortion rights, and even the ability to get divorced. Sinners! Now, one of the candidates with the closest ties to Duggar is Rick Santorum, who famously compared homosexuality to pedophilia and bestiality, and who has been effusive in his praise for the Duggars over the years, recently saying that he and his wife had been inspired by this, quote, amazing family that had raised their children in a faith-filled home filled with a fun, loving spirit. Because really, what says faith and fun more than hiding an incest scandal to keep your TV ratings up? The Duggars have returned the affection, starring in a 2012 campaign video that they called 19 Reasons to Vote for Rick Santorum.
Senator Rick Santorum will fight for small businesses and bring American jobs back home.
He is a daddy and he loves his children. I love you, Rick.
When Santorum was asked about the scandal earlier this week, he had this to say.
I'm just sickened by it. I pray for those girls in particular. To have gone through that is just hard to think about.
Now notice that he said that he was sickened by the revelation, but not by the fact that the family he'd found so amazing had millions of dollars in their pockets, presenting themselves as holier than the rest of us, long after knowing that their kid was a child molester. Now, Santorum's step away from the Duggars leaves just one GOP candidate all alone on Duggar Island. Yep, old Mike Huckabee, who has openly defended the family, saying that Josh and his family were, quote, honest and open with the victims and the authorities. Now, this would be absolutely 100% true if you define being honest and open as covering up a series of sex crimes and refusing to allow the authorities to question their son. Of course, this isn't the first time that Mike Huckabee has sided with a sexual predator. As governor of Arkansas, he once lobbied for the release of a man convicted of raping a 17-year-old cheerleader because he had been convinced that the rapist had experienced a religious conversion in prison. The man, Wayne Dumont, repaid Huckabee's support by raping and murdering a 39-year-old woman almost as soon as he was set free. Yeah, so that's sexual predation 1, Jesus' redemptive power 0. Then there is Huckabee's chummy embrace of Ted Nugent, a man who has demonstrated a lifelong obsession with underage girls.
It could have been whiskey, it could have been drugs, but no, I was a wang-dang addict. I mean, I was addicted to girls. Addicted. It was hopeless. It was beautiful.
There is no punchline for that. But this is the same Mike Huckabee who recently attacked the president and Michelle Obama for letting their daughters listen to Beyoncé, calling her work mental poison. So yes, as far as Mike Huckabee is concerned, covering up for a child molester is fine, as long as you don't let him listen to Crazy in Love. Now, if you find Huckabee's stances on who should and shouldn't be forgiven confusing, don't feel bad. Everybody here at the HuffPost Show felt the same way, which is why we have created an easy-to-follow Will Mike Huckabee Forgive You flowchart. Gentlemen? Yes, it's very simple. All you have to do is ask yourself one question. Did you commit a crime? If the answer to this is no, you say, am I the first family? If the answer to that is yes, you then say, Beyoncé, do you let your kids listen to the music? If the answer to that is yes, the answer is, huck no. Mike Huckabee will not be forgiving you. However, if to the question, did you commit a crime, and the questions, was it a sex crime? Did it involve underage girls? If the answer to those is yes, you then have to ask yourself, are you a conservative rock star? Are you a Christian reality TV star? Or are you someone who has had a Christian jailhouse conversion? If the answer to any of these is yes, then hallelujah! Mike Huckabee will definitely forgive you. What's more, he may even join you in a rousing on-air rendition of Catch Scratch Fever or Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. Wang Dang Sweet. Do I have to pay royalty on that? Anyway, after all that, I feel like I kind of need to take a shower, but no time. Hey, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click here for more videos.
And make sure to catch new episodes Friday at 9 p.m. on HuffingtonPost.com.